Hey grownups, if you haven't already heard, Next Playground is the hottest item for the holidays. In even more exciting news though, they're doing a Black Friday promotion for a 20% discount until December 2nd. So hurry to get yours now. Next Playground is a new kind of game console that connects families through active play while providing safe, amazingly fun, physical activity that anyone can enjoy, whether you're 3 years old or in your 90s, right at home. With the magic of AI and a built-in camera, Next Playground detects your movement without the need for any controllers or wearables, and with safe, age-appropriate games designed with kids and families in mind. Next Playground is the perfect way for families to bond in games. It also allows up to 4 players to join in, making it perfect for family game night. Easy to set up, simple to use, and with a wide variety of game content, including Peppa Pig, Sesame Street and Fruit Ninja, Barbie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Kung Fu Panda, and more. Coming out this holiday, you'll never run out of fun ways to play. To learn more about Next Playground, visit the website, nextplayground.com. That's nexplayground.com. You can even try it out live at popular stores, including Target, Walmart, or Best Buy. This Black Friday, get Next Playground for 20% off. Play that moves you. Hey grown-ups, it's that time of year again. We are sipping hot cocoa, gazing at the twinkly lights, and cozying up with a good Girl Tales story. This year, why not give a gift that puts the kids, our Taleblazers, at the center of that story? You can choose from our selection of personalized audio tales at the Girl Tales shop at girltalespodcast.com/shop. Your Taleblazers will lead the adventure in stories like the dinosaur fossil, where they travel back to prehistoric times, and Underworld Rescue, where they work with Greek gods and goddesses to bring stories back to the world. Plus, don't miss our wintry favorites like The Missing Mitten, A Freshwater Snow Day, and much more. We will sprinkle in your child's name and special details, making them the star of the story. Oh, and all of Girl Tales Patreon members receive a 10% discount. Sign up at patreon.com/girltales to get your promo code today. Make this holiday season unforgettable. Head over to girltalespodcast.com/shop to order your personalized tale now. Hurry, this offer ends on December 18th. Hey grown-ups, it's that time of year again. We are sipping hot cocoa, gazing at the twinkly lights, and cozying up with a good Girl Tales story. This year, why not give a gift that puts the kids, our Taleblazers, at the center of that story? You can choose from our selection of personalized audio tales at the Girl Tales shop at girltalespodcast.com/shop. Your Taleblazers will lead the adventure in stories like the dinosaur fossil, where they travel back to prehistoric times, and Underworld Rescue, where they work with Greek gods and goddesses to bring stories back to the world. Plus, don't miss our wintry favorites like The Missing Mitten, A Freshwater Snow Day, and much more. We will sprinkle in your child's name and special details, making them the star of the story. Oh, and all of Girl Tales Patreon members receive a 10% discount. Sign up at patreon.com/girltales to get your promo code today. Make this holiday season unforgettable. Head over to girltalespodcast.com/shop to order your personalized tale now. Hurry, this offer ends on December 18th. Here is a clip from one of our favorites, A Night in Akva Nova. Simone is a remarkable girl filled with curiosity and a big imagination. I've heard that she can spot a grasshopper from a mile away. And like Peter Pan, she can whittle a flute out of bamboo. Oh, she can tell you the paw prints of any animal. She once followed little delicate paw prints down a path until she discovered a little bunny whom she affectionately named Boris. And she is very, very good at solving puzzles. Like I said, Simone is remarkable. There was one particular evening that started off just like any other. She ate dinner, brushed her teeth, got into her pajamas, and made her way to bed. As she tucked herself into a cozy black blanket, she listened to a story about a magical place called Akva Nova that existed hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands of years ago. In Akva Nova, there were castles and sorceresses and talking animals. As Simone fell asleep, she thought about how lovely it might be to visit Akva Nova. But that wasn't possible, for as far as she knew, it only existed in fairy tales. Simone opened her eyes one more time before drifting off to sleep. And as she did, she glanced at her nightlight. Her eyes followed the light's path that led to what looked like a small hole in her bedroom floor. That certainly wasn't there before. Then the small hole started to grow. It got bigger, and soon an entire tree was sprouting out of it. Then other holes started to pop up, and trees emerged from them also. Soon she was surrounded by tall, majestical trees. Birds of every color started flying over her head. When she looked up, the ceiling of her bedroom was gone. She could now see the sky, but it was no longer nighttime. The sun was shining brightly through the many branches of the trees. Simone was still in her bed, but this was no longer her bedroom. She was in a forest, a beautiful forest, but a forest nonetheless. She cautiously got out of her bed and placed each foot on the dirt ground. She looked down at her feet. She didn't remember putting brown boots on to go to sleep. How odd. And what were these clothes she was wearing? A black jacket and pants? It was her favorite color, but what happened to her pajamas? She then quietly tiptoed around one of the trees, unsure of what would happen next, when she saw little paw prints on the ground. They looked awfully familiar to her, like a bunny's. She followed them down a winding path for a little bit, when there he was, her bunny friend, named Boris. She went over to pet him, so glad to see a familiar face. As she bent down, she heard him say,
"Hello, Simone.
He could talk.
Do you know how we got here?"
Simone told him she wasn't sure. Then she asked him how it was possible that he could talk.
"I've always been able to talk. I guess you can just hear me in whatever this place is."
Akva Nova, said a voice from behind them. Simone and Boris turned around. There was no one there.
"Look down here, please,"
the voice said. Down on the ground was a stone circle with a face like a clock and a sharp nose that jutted out. Simone remembered seeing a picture of something like this in a book once. It's a sundial. Excuse me. I guess you are a sundial. You tell the time by using the sun and the shadow that your nose creates, Simone said.
"I am, and according to the numbers on my face, you're already late."
But what were they late for? The sundial kept talking before Simone and Boris could ask.
Akva Nova is all out of order, and it is your job to bring peace to this land. Or, at the very least, darkness.
You see, for the last, I don't know, week, month, maybe? Who can tell time anymore? Certainly not I. The point is, there has been no nighttime.
No nighttime? That sounds awful. I love the nighttime.
You and me both, honey bunny.
But how did it happen? Simone asked.
I don't know. It's an absolute puzzle. I hope you're good at solving them. Alls I know is that I cannot sleep until the sun goes down and the stars and moon shine up above. But the nightingale bird named Lavinia, who lives in the berry bushes, has to sing at the end of the day. Her song alerts the moon and stars to rise up and bring the night to Akva Nova. But I don't know what happened. She's no longer singing, so it's daylight all the time. It's terrible, dreadful even. My face can't handle it. So much sun, so much shadow. I am working overtime without rest.
What a conundrum,
Boris said. Truly, all of Akva Nova is in shambles. You must do something, Simone. You must fix it. I need sleep. Now, get back in bed, please. The two of you, the bed will lead you to your first mission. Good luck.
Simone and Boris looked at each other and then made their way to the bed. They didn't know why they were following orders from a talking sundial, but they were way too scared to upset her, especially in her exhausted state. As soon as they got in the bed, it started to quickly move, as if it were on wheels. This is not something Simone's bed had ever done before. Head over to girltalespodcast.com/shop to order your personalized tale now. Hurry, this offer ends on December 18th.